Hello there everybody and welcome back to the Wild at Heart. I'm starting over again today in Frostfields and hopefully I can figure out how to maneuver around the second half of Frostfields. We're going to be tackling the east side, which is a little bit more complicated. We did the easier side of the map first. I'm gonna want 10 barblings, which I have with me a bunch of frostlings, and then I have 5 twiglings and 5 emberlings. I've also put a kettle bomb into my inventory because apparently I forgot to blow up something when I was playing earlier. So we're gonna go back to this area here where we were throwing Kirby all of the clones, and when I had Wake bring down this staircase, apparently I just did not see this gigantic rock. Was clearly not paying attention, wasn't looking at what was up ahead of me, so that is my mistake. You definitely want to pick that chest up because it has heartroot resin inside. And that is it. We can now continue onwards. So we'll go past the camp. And we are going to be building this bridge today. So the first 8 sticks are in the area with the poisonous mushrooms and the toad. Now fortunately the toad is not here, so he's not going to give us any sort of trouble. I'm gonna go ahead and just send up a bunch of spritelings to pick up all of the sticks for us. And then while they do that, I am going to go back over to where the bridge is and switch to Kirby. We'll get her to squeeze through the log, and you can see that the other 8 sticks are on the other side. So I think you can probably toss any kind of spriteling, but we're just gonna toss her the shiverlings just to be safe. I think it has to be the shiverlings because only they can go past that ice flower. And then that will allow us to reunite with one another. We can't go past without Wake because Kirby's lantern doesn't work to bring down these large trees, so you need Wake for this. Another piece of heartroot resin, which is lovely. I like the ones that are right in the open. We're gonna hop down here, and we have several branching paths that we can take. I think I'm actually going to sort of go to the far east first. Assuming that this guy leaves me alone, I also have to figure out where the heck my spritelings went. I can kind of hear them. How do I lose them so easily? How did they get lost over here? I don't understand. Well, I guess I'm just going to be stuck with a few less spritelings unless I want to change plans and kind of circle around, which I might do. That went very bad very quickly. All of a sudden I had a plan and then it didn't quite turn out the way I wanted. So if you destroy that, you can head further west. We will go ahead and just clear up this area right in front of us. And unfortunately, 2 of my shiverlings just died, which is really, really frustrating. I don't know how they died. Oh, I think it's because we have another one of these guys. They are just out to get us. That's how they kept dying. And then these guys just go bursting right in, which does not help at all. I'm not going to worry about collecting mesmerite right now. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this page, which is right in front of that campfire, and open up another chest. Well, at least those enemies are cleared out kind of for the next time that we go through there. I'll go ahead and dump some of my loot, and then we're basically just gonna loop back around. So, let's see, I have no more frostlings that I can grab. I'm gonna grab a few more barblings, just to kind of round out my numbers, and I'm still missing 3, apparently. I have had no luck keeping track of these guys. I know I mentioned, I think in the last video, that I was recording so many in a row, it was starting to get a bit disorienting, but this is a fresh, brand new day, so I don't know what's going on. It's the Frostfields curse. I talked badly about it, and how I didn't really care for it, and now everything is out to get me. So I guess we'll just carry on for now. Go ahead and destroy this ice wall, which is blocking the log that we're gonna need for Kirby, obviously. Once those guys are done, I will send over some copies for Kirby to make use of. Let's take care of these enemies first. I don't want to get ambushed while Wake is standing there waiting for Kirby to do her thing. I've already lost some spritelings. I'd like to kind of try to avoid losing any more of them. So we'll go ahead and send 6 of those over. You only really need to send 5. 6 isn't necessary, but it's easy enough just to kind of throw them all over. And the only way that we're gonna advance is if we throw them over this low wall. Fortunately, it's low enough that we can throw them. Come around here, suction them towards us, and then we can use them to weigh down the switch. And then there we go, we have cleared out that gate. We'll bring all of the spritelings with us and go towards Kirby. There is an exit out this way that leads to a different part of the map, but at this moment I will probably just come back for that if I want to. I'd just like to make some progress and sort of unlock a few shortcuts that'll make our lives a little bit easier while we're in this area before I get too carried away. We are kind of in the middle of the day right now, so I am always kind of cautious just to make sure that I'm not running myself totally ragged and I get myself in a situation where I'm kind of stuck. So in front of us we have just a regular wall. We can use any combination of spritelings to break this down. They're like little tiny jackhammers. They're so cute. There's a nest over that way, but what we're going to do first is we're going to come up here and take care of these slime enemies, just to clear them out of the way. Because we're obviously going to have to get the sprites to carry some things for us soon, and we do not want anything in our way. I do not have enough emberlings on my person at the moment, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create an ice bridge over to this block that we need to carry. We need 20 emberlings for that, which is gonna be pretty easy to do. We're very, very close to our camp right now. So this is definitely a useful shortcut. Go ahead and break that down, and then that will bring us pretty much right back to where we are building our bridge over to the shrine. So this is an excellent shortcut. And if we run out of time today, at least I don't have to worry about not having somewhere to go. I'm gonna get these guys to carry this box just because this one doesn't require a lot of spritelings. It only requires 15, so. We will get them to move that one for us. And then we will make our way backwards and deal with the easternmost corner. There is also a chest here, so I will mark this on my map. That is a big jump. Wow, that's impressive. They're carrying something pretty heavy. And I believe that we only have 2 more to track down after this. And we've seen the one already. It's right by where the emberlings need to carry it from. So I think I might actually do that right now. Like I said, I'm a little bit unsure about exactly how much time we have today, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to make sure that I can get 20 emberlings total. I actually need to hatch some. It looks like I don't actually have 20 that I can carry with me, which is interesting. There we go. And we need the emberlings because they are going to carry it through the fiery area. Unfortunately, they won't go across the ice bridge. So real quick, like, I think we'll have enough time to have them carry that and to also make it safely back to camp. I may actually venture out of the camp and come back and grab this treasure chest. If I do that, I'm probably gonna need to bring a nightlight or 2 with me. I'm noticing lanterns around, but there is a little bit of a walking distance between them. Alright, we got 1 more to go. We're so close to finishing up in this area. It's too bad I'm not going to be able to do it in this video. Even if I slept and I woke up, there's still quite a bit to cover in that little corner of the map that we're missing. So I have a lot of flares. I guess I can probably bring my flares with me. And I'm going to just leave the spritelings here, I think. Because you can't fight the Never, and all that's going to end up happening is that they're just going to die, so... I will go back to the chest, wait for it to become night, and then I will open it and book it back to camp. Alright, piece of heartroot resin. Go ahead and pick up our bloomstone, and let's boogie. Actually, we made it back to a lantern safely, which is nice. These two are close together. And I may or may not be able to make it back to camp. Really? Where are the never? Like, where are they? They're not. There they are. I was gonna say they're not doing their job. Certainly, they really took a while to come out of the woodwork. So that was a lot easier than I was expecting. Here I was expecting to use at least a couple of flares, but I didn't need them. So that takes care of that. I suppose I will also be sure just to take the apple off of the map so that I don't forget. And I'm going to call it quits here. We will continue on from this spot in the next video. Of course, I will sleep, get some rest, and start fresh in the morning. I want to thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.